Hello and welcome to a new Plan With Me video, this time for the month of November, and also a very special Plan With Me video, at least for me. And you might have guessed the theme already, I mean it's in the title, but anyways, because this Plan With Me video is Wicked themed. And that does have a reason, because the second part of Wicked for Good, is coming to theaters in November. And oh, by the way, this video is in no form sponsored or related to the movie at all. I just thought it would be a cute theme and be fitting to the month, of course. And also, maybe you've noticed, I do have a green bullet journal, and in general, I have to say I really like green, and pink goes good with green. Because as you can already also tell, I also like pink, so this is just a perfect theme for me and also perfect for this bullet journal. For my overall 2025 setup, I also did like a bow theme, which was pink. So this whole green and pink thing was already a thing for me and my bullet journal. So it just does make sense. Also, what I think is kind of funny, and which I did not do by intention, all of my themes kind of led onto each other in the past months. Like I started in August with a jam and fruits theme that was then going into September, where I did a lot of pumpkins and tea. And yes, I already see a connection there, but stay with me. And of course, with like the whole pumpkins and Halloween-y theme a little bit, came then for October, something really Halloween related and actually witch related. And now we're going into November and we have even more witches, which I think is just, I feel like it's a cute, like going through the year and everything, like it has a red line a little bit, at least in my head. I hope you understand. But that's enough of my very much talking. Let's get into this plan with me. As you can see, I started my cover page with Glinda and Elphaba standing in front of the Emerald City, and they are holding hands. And yes, it is a theme in the first movie. And as I said, even though this has to do with Wicked for Good, and I know that the color theme does change a little bit, I want to do especially pink and green, which is like for me the main two colors for Wicked. So we have Glinda in pink, Elphaba with black and green, and then of course the Emerald City in green. And I also am going to add a little yellow brick road to this cover page, but also here and there I want also to include some elements of the Wizard of Oz in general. Yes, but as you can see, I also tried the heading to have like the style of the old movie, like the original Wizard of Oz font. I hope that it is the right one because it was hard to tell online. But yes, that is the cover page, which I do have like a love and hate relationship with. I don't know, I do like it, but I also don't know what I do not like about it. Maybe it's also because I tried to make the Emerald City shiny, so I added a lot of white and stars, and I just feel like it does not really do what I wanted it to do. I don't know. But let's get now into the other page, which is a quote page. I was actually planning on doing a monthly overview for this page, but then I was like, wait, Wicked is perfect for a quote page. You have to do a quote page for this. So, of course, I did. And since it is the second part of Wicked, the quote that I chose is, "But because I knew you, I have been changed for good." And I wrote "for good" in green and in pink. And for the little doodles on the side, I chose to go with a pink bow and also with the witch head. And for my mini doodles around that, I chose a lot of stars and a few bubbles here and there. I will also add some doodles of broomsticks, etc. But if you have more ideas what I could do for Elphaba, which would be fitting doodles, then please tell me, because I feel like for Glinda there's a lot of things, but for Elphaba it was a little bit harder for me. But nonetheless, I still feel like I made a good tie between the two characters and that both pages turned out quite well. Please tell me what you think. And also, if you like the cover page, please tell me that. Or if you know what could be bothering me about it. I really don't know. But anyways, I finished the two pages. I added some washi tape that I thought was fitting because I had dark green and also pink. And now we're getting into the next pages. My monthly overview. I tried to split it here. On the one hand side I split it with the colors, so the left hand side will be pink and the right hand side will be green. But also I tried to split it thematically, kind of. So we have, because like Glinda is more like really goal oriented and very bubbly and like I feel like more positive. So I did my goals page on the left side, and then on the right side the more like logical, pragmatic side, with just the calendar and also more of like regular planning. I wanted to do it in green because I feel like it fits Alphaba just better. In general, I really like this duality of the theme, and also as you can see I chose to do doodles of the wand of Glinda and also the broomstick of Alphaba, and I added a little unlimited and just a bunch of doodles around it, and I feel like this page might be one of my favorites actually. The next two pages we're getting into are actually just like the most basic that I do almost every single month, but the first one is of course a habit tracker, even though I do leave them pretty empty most of the time, but each month I tell myself this is the month that I will track every single day, and I'm still telling myself that. But anyways, again, we're starting with the same header and then added a bunch of bubbles, of course, and then for the headers of the different habits, I did, of course, the interchanging colors of green and pink, and for the bottom of the page, I added some more little doodles, but these are mainly focused on Glinda, so we have her crown, bubbles, and also the toss. Again, actually, because I felt like habits would be pretty much Glinda's thing. But anyways, let's get into the next page. It's basically just my brain dump where I can write down everything that I want or that I don't want to forget. It's just an empty page you can basically do whatever with. And for that I did the Oz on top for the heading, and then just did the whole page in yellow for the yellow brick road. Now these were all of the spreads for the general setup for November, and now we're getting into our very first weekly spread. For the first weekly spread, I really wanted to start with the like flying house of Dorothy, because like that's basically how everything began, right? Because we had the Wizard of Oz and with the house, and then later on we had Wicked, so that's why I wanted to start with that, and I also think it looks so cute as a decoration on the page. For the different days for the headings, I chose to do them in little bubbles, which, yeah, it does make sense. But here I feel like I got a little bit like not so creative, and if you have any ideas, please tell me in the comments, because right now I'm really thinking about other things that could be cute as headers, and I love the bubbles. I really love the bubbles, but I feel like it could be a lot of bubbles moving forward for this month. So yeah, if you have any ideas, then please tell me, but if you have not, then maybe you will see a lot of bubbles, but that's then not my full responsibility. I mean, then you have a little bit of responsibility too. But anyways, to this page I also added a mini calendar. I added some space to track my daily routine, so for my morning and my evening routine I can then color in a mini circle, and I also have a space for my mini goals, which is again yellow, because this is our theme. And for the right side I then of course did the bubble headers. And to add more color, I added then my weekly to-do list, which I did in green. Underneath of that, I also added some space for like, I don't really know what I will track with this, but you can just write down your daily events or what you're planning to do on this day. Maybe also like a meal prep plan. I will see what I will do with this, but as you can see, you can like do one line. You can also do one line a day. I don't know if you know this, but it's like a gratitude thing, and you can also write it in there, but I don't know what I will use it for actually. But yeah, that's it. And then underneath of that I also had to include more doodles or like a mini drawing. For that, of course, I chose again to go with the broomstick and the wand of Glinda, and I also added the quote, "Pink goes good with green." I know it's so basic, but it's also good, so yeah, that's it basically for the first weekly spread. that's it. And yeah, if you want to see more of them, which I will create in the future, then make sure to follow me on Instagram because I will post them on there. And I'm also so excited. If you have ideas, just leave everything down below because I'm really excited to do this theme and also to change up maybe the color scheme in future weekly spreads, because I was thinking to do like the purple of Glinder that she wears later on in a weekly, or I don't know, but I want to experiment, so I'm open. And that's it for this plan with me. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked these spreads and maybe you found some inspiration for your future spreads. And yeah, please tell me which is your favorite spread. And with that, I'm really excited to use these spreads. And I hope to see you in the next one. I'm wishing you a fabulous November. Bye bye.